It's Lil Tony and I just jumped off the porch with dirty glove vessel. Yeah.
I stay moving, I stay rapping, we did Blicky Blicky. I think I dropped syrup on the clip, it got sticky.
We got Lil Tony jumping off the porch with us today.
What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
What's going on, gang? How you feeling today, man?
Shit, I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here, for real.
For sure, man.
It's
been a long time coming, but it's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today.
Man, pleasure to be here, man. I'm just happy to chop it up with you today, man.
For sure. So what can you tell me about running around the city of Atlanta as a young nigga?
Well, really, it really just had, I can't say it's like every other city. This city is a little bit more faster. You pick up on things faster, you running stuff faster. Like, it's harder to avoid things because everything just so put in your face, you feel me? So I say it real fast, but if you move right and you move smart, you definitely stay out the way for sure. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And stay alive for the most part.
For real?
Yeah.
What wing spot is your go-to wing spot, man?
Man, American Deli. What's yours?
Shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I got a different couple motherfucking goddamn food to go.
Food to go, I ain't.
Yeah, that's that Stroker's Kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go fuck with it.
What is it?
On the east side. On
yeah.
Brockett Road.
I'm gonna be over there.
Right by, go pull up the Strokers, man. They'll get you right there.
Yeah.
So what part of the city did you come up in?
I'm from the Westside Atlanta, from the Bluff. And shoot, from the Bluff, for real. It's hot, it's hard, but like, I moved around my whole life. Like, I can't even say I was just in one spot. Like, I went from the Bluff, Riverdale Road, to Fairburn, East Point, Schwartz. I don't move around the whole city. So, yeah, really like a nomad or something. I just stay moving, but that's just how it is, just because of the life I was living at a young age, my family and everything I had going on. I just living a real fast life, so, Pops we had to relocate a lot, you feel me? Stuff like that.
So, at what point would you say you realized, that you was living the fast life and you was living different than everybody around you?
Really? Shoot. I just seen a whole lot at a young age, you feel me? I just seen a whole lot of, we had our time where we were struggling, and I seen, a lot of violence and all that too, but, I wasn't really worried about no violence. I seen a whole lot of money and cars and jewelry and, you feel me, women. That really what I was worried about. Like, that's what I seen. Like, that's what I paid attention to more than the violence. Like, of course it was violence, but, I'm young, so I'm looking at what I want to have. Like, I see that, but you feel me, I ain't really tripping on nobody getting shot, you feel me? I'm seeing my pops, all his folks with, putting up Bentley, diamond down, you feel me? They bust down, you feel me? That's what I was worried about, that's what I seen, you feel me? Stuff like that.
Hell yeah. What type of motivation would you say they gave you, seeing all the Bentleys and the diamonds as a young nigga?
I just knew I knew I had to be rich before I got out my folk house. You feel me? Like, I knew that I had to make something happen. Like, from a young age, I always was a hustler. Like, folk would tell you in school, like, I did anything to get money. Like, I started off with YouTube when I was hooping at first. I got hurt, I quit. You feel me? I'm done with it. You feel me? I got doing other stuff to get money. I tried to do YouTube, and that's when I transitioned. And then I got kicked out of school for some, for some other stuff. Then Pops was talking to me one day. He was like, you ain't gotta do all that you ain't gotta do all that hot shit. Like, if you sit back and rap about it, nigga can't say you lying. Like, nigga know what you come from. If they don't, fuck them, you feel me? Like, you know what's in it, so put it on the track. Don't be out there crashing out and fuck your life up, you feel me? So I put it on the track, I started fucking around, and then around like March of last year, you feel me, March last year, I dropped Quagen, and that's when I dropped that little tape with Quagen and all them songs on it, and I started taking rap like serious, you feel me? And after that, it was over with.
That's real.
Yeah.
What motivated you ultimately to try rap for yourself? I know you said your pops was your motivation, but what made you say, all right, I can go ahead and do this shit for real, for real?
Really, I ain't never doubt myself. Like, no matter what I was doing, like, I knew I could get money. Like, give a fuck what it was. Like, I knew that at the end of the day, a nigga couldn't tell me what I could and could not do. You feel me? I'm my own man. So it's like, yeah, these niggas might think, oh, man, I know this nigga, like, he ain't finna make it in no rap shit. Like, nigga, he a regular nigga like me. Hell nah, like, I ain't regular like you, bro. Shit, I always knew that. So it was like, my pops, he installed that in me since young, you feel me? So I always knew what was happening. Like, nigga couldn't never tell me nothing. So I always had my own confidence. So from the start, I knew I could make it, but it was like, I needed my own funds for real, you feel me? Like, Pops, he had it, you know, he always make sure I'm straight. But I just didn't want to ask him for nothing, you feel me? So I just wanted my own stuff. So I just kept working. I ain't never dropped no video. That when I started getting paid out my music. So that's when I started paying for videos, you feel me? And just kept rolling from there, and that's when I started taking it serious for real.
Yeah, real. I heard during the pandemic you used to make music on your phone.
I did one time. Yeah. Like when I did at the start, when I first started rapping, like, I was hearing folk like on BandLab, you feel me? So I just, first time rapping, I just tried it. That junk was like mad fun, you feel me? So I kept messing around with it. And then one day I ended up just going to the studio, like, and I liked it, you feel me? So I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do for real. And after that, it was over with, like, yeah, for real.
At what point in life would you say you jumped off the porch?
I say,
Boy, Pops just put his head down, started shaking the damn head, boy.
I say really my whole life. It done been like that my whole life, for real. But I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, going too crazy in the street. You know, I say the wildest I got when I was 15, like I got 9th grade and I quit basketball. That's probably when I got doing crazy stuff. But by the time I got about like 17, 18, I was great. I wasn't worried about that. Yeah. When I got to rapping, I calmed down. So say about 15, but my whole life, I've been around. It just been me, like, it's nowhere you feel me? I don't know nothing else, basically. Yeah. That been me my whole life.
For sure. Being that, you know what I'm saying, it's never been facade for you, you know what I'm saying, this shit been in front of you your whole life. How did it make you feel to know that you ain't have to, you know, become a product of your environment or follow certain footsteps? You found a different way in this shit and you made it off rap.
Really? I don't know, like I say, like, the main thing about me, I ain't never really worried about nobody else. Like, even when I was younger, like, as I came up my whole life. I wouldn't call it selfish, but it's just like, if you ain't me or my family, it's really fuck you, feel me? I don't really care what you got going on, you feel me? So it's like, that's just how I've been moving, so that's how I kind of was just, that's not how I brought up just to be like, fuck you, but it was like, you know, family more important than anything. And the ones who got you is more important than anything, not just family, you know, but people who got you is more important than anything, you feel me? Death before the sun, you feel me?
For sure.
That's just kind of how it was, that's how I think.
What type of outlook on life would you say you had, being that your father never hid shit from you?
He did, I'm just smart, you feel me? I'm just too
Oh, so
smart.
you peep game early on.
Yeah, like, you know, just little stuff, you feel me? Like, he definitely tried to, he kept it away from me. It's just like, you feel me? When you living like that for real, it kind of too hard to hide it, you feel me? You can't really hide it, especially when I'm living with you, you feel me? Yeah.
So once you realized the type of life you was living, how would you say that adjusted your mindset and your perspective on life?
Really? just showed me like, I gotta do something bigger. I gotta be something bigger, you feel me? Like, I seen this, okay, cool, like, we can all do this, we all done did that, you feel me? Like, all right, cool. We see that ain't about, I see that ain't about nothing. I done did that, you feel me? Been through that, been here, seen that, you feel me? So it's like, why go through it again? Why put myself through that when I done seen that through my whole family? All my folks, even my bro, like my bro going through that to find cases. You feel me? I ain't got no cases. You know, I'm clean. I move right. I ain't stupid. You know, they not stupid, but I'm just saying, like, I don't put myself in those positions. I live by prevention.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what was your reaction once you seen the city was fucking with Quagen?
Really, I wasn't surprised. Like, when I had made that song, I had made an open for Shout. I made that beat, everything. I was like, I'm gonna make that beat, I'm gonna send it to Shout. Sent it to him, and he walked it, you feel me? So I was like, oh yeah, you know what time it is. Slapped it on the tape. The folk eating it up, I'm like, whoa. Like, I knew it. I ain't gonna say, all right, so I knew they were gonna eat it up, but I ain't know they were gonna eat it up like that. You feel me? Like, folks ate that, they ate it up, you feel me? So, I don't know, like, I was surprised, but I really wasn't. It was just like, I put in all this hard work, so I knew it was gonna pay out one day. So when it did, it was like, it wasn't even more so of like, oh, am I surprised? Like, man, let me put my foot on the pedal, keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Let me keep pushing, step my foot on these folk neck, show these folk, can't nobody really fuck with me, you feel me?
Now, for real. What is it that you want the world to know about the Paper Chasing family?
We just a group of young, smart, black men, you feel me? We just want to get the money. We not worried about none of that extra shit, you feel me? Like, we ain't putting ourselves in none of that extra shit. We get money, like, we wake up, we say, hey, twin, like, what's the next move? Let's get this next move, let's get this move, like, let's get the money. Nigga ain't really waking up trying to crash out, so I say we some smart young black males who just move right. And I think, feel me, in the near future, we're gonna be role models for the world globally, feel me.
What type of new wave do y'all feel y'all are adding to the waves that's coming out of Atlanta, to the sound that's coming out of Atlanta, the swag that's coming out of Atlanta? What do y'all feel y'all add different?
Really, I just feel like, you see me, I don't really listen to nobody. So I don't really pick off nobody's swag. I sit there in the booth or I cook up my own beats, like, and I just come up with a whole type of creative process in my head that just helped me make all these type of hits. That's why I don't make no type of trash song, nothing. I'll scrap it before I make something horrible, you feel me? So I think that we bring something to the wave, as in, like, we don't make nothing bad, we don't miss. Yeah, quality and quantity.
Yeah. 2022 was a hell of a year for you, boy. You ain't missing not nan time.
Not nan time. Like,
How'd that make you feel to know that you had that type of impact, not just with Quagen, but several other songs?
really, it was like I said, like, you know, I thank God, and prayed about it, and kept moving. Like, it's cool, but I ain't nowhere near where I need to be. Feel me? Till I hit, till my bank account hit enough digits to the point where I don't even know what's in it. That's when I'm good. You feel me? But right now I ain't made it, so that's just, it's a stepping stool. I thank God for it. And I tell him, like, let's keep going, let's keep rolling, get them money.
So, talk about the motivation behind Blicky Blicky.
Really, I was making the beat. I forgot, I had looked up like some like Gucci type, old school type loop or something, and popped up, made the beat. And I'm thinking, like, I don't know how I'm gonna come in on it, but the way I had it, like, the beat just hit, you feel me, hit off the rip. So it's like, I like, fuck it, I'm just start off the rip. Like, niggas don't really do that. I'd be the first nigga. Like, niggas do be doing it. I done heard niggas do that. But I'm gonna be the first nigga in Atlanta really doing that. Like, coming off this rip, for real, you feel me? Like, every song, like, boy, fuck it, I'm just gonna come off the rip. So, I like, man, let me just do that. I stay moving, I stay rapping. I like, okay, cool, this shit sound good. So I did that, started a beat, and then just kept freestyling. I ain't really write, you know, I don't write, you feel me? So I just kept freestyling. Whatever came to my head, just put it on there, for real.
That's hard. Did you expect that to be a fan favorite?
Yeah, me and Pops, when we were around, we knew that was gonna be him. Yeah, him, sure.
Hell yeah. What is it that you want most from your music career?
Put my family on, and it's not to say they're not already on, but put them in a higher position, feel me? Like, put them all in a position where they can call me and be like, hey Tiki, like, come outside. I'm like, fuck you talking about? Come outside, but these niggas got a Rolls Royce truck for me, like, you feel me? They call me, I call these niggas, I got a studio for these niggas, like, you feel me? Like, we out balling, like, we got yachts and our own names and everything, you feel me? That's how I'm trying to be moving, like, where we all in, you feel me? That's really what I'm trying to get out of my music career, cause obviously I'm gonna eat, so I ain't really worried about eating, you feel me? Cause I'm gonna eat. So the next step is to get everybody to the point where ain't nobody stressing. Like, we all wake up every day and do what we want. You feel me?
How important is it to you to have a solid support system?
Really important. But at the same time, I ain't too tripping on it, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have myself anyway. But that's not to say you don't need friends or you don't need, you don't need friends. That's not to say you don't need family or brothers or sisters or folk who got you or who are in your circle. You do need folks like that who have your back, because times do get hard and you're gonna need somebody sometimes. But if everybody leave you, fuck them. That's how I think about it. Like, but it is important to me. Like, I love all my family, I love all my brothers, I love all my sisters, I love everybody in my family. But if they stop fucking with me today, they just gonna be what it is, you feel me? I hate that it had to be like that, but you feel me? That's just how I gotta move, cause it don't make no difference, you feel me?
Do you feel that any obstacles that could get in your way of your vision or your dream that you have for yourself?
It's any obstacles that are getting in the way of my vision.
Do you feel you got any obstacles that blocking your way?
Nah, like I say, man, I don't doubt myself. I think anything, like, get in my way, I'm gonna run it over, you feel me? I don't let nothing get in my way and stop me, you feel me? I'm gonna run it over. So, you feel me? Like I say, like, it ain't nothing blocking me, because God done blessed me to the point where I can adapt to any situation. So I ain't gotta really trip about nothing, you feel me? Because I can adapt to anything, you feel me? I'm not scared of nothing, you feel me? I know God with me. I know I got my family with me. I know I got me, most important. So, like I say, man, I ain't worried about nothing. Ain't nothing worrying about me. Ain't nothing worrying me.
For sure. Talk about the relationship with you and Prophet Child.
Shawty cool, you feel me? We cool, you feel me? You know, we make music, you feel me? He be chilling, doing his own thing.
How would you describe y'all chemistry while making music?
I don't know, we just put out great music. Like, I send the beat, you know, I not send the beat, but I start the beat. I know Shouty hard on it, send it back. Shouty do his thing, and it be what it be.
That's real. How did you get into the production part of making music?
You say what?
How did you get
part?
into production? Yeah.
How did I get in production? Really, I made it. I had dropped this one tape, and it was this producer nigga took my shit down. Now I dropped the album, he took my shit down. Yeah. So I like you know what? Ain't that nigga finna take my shit down. Like, I'm gonna be nigga on all my shit, fuck that. Like, so after that, started fucking around. After like 2 days, I learned how to do it. It was over with after that.
Yeah, real. How'd it make you feel to know that, you know what I'm saying, niggas pay for what they don't know. So there you go, equipping yourself with the knowledge necessary to, you know what I'm saying, have your own beats and shit in a short matter of time. How'd it make you feel to know that, you know what I'm saying, you can be savvy like that?
I'm blessed. That's all I know. Like, that's all I looked at it as. Like, it's another blessing. Like, everything I do, I'm good at. I'm proud of you. Feel me? So, like I say, I just thank the Lord, kept it moving. Know what I do with everything. Like, I don't really too tough. Sit there like, oh shit, I can make beats. Like, feel me? Call everybody, Twin, I can make beats. Like, nah. Like, it is what it is. I make beats. Like, you feel me? Let's keep it moving. Let me keep making new beats, keep making these tracks, and keep getting it money.
For sure.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the 2023 project that's coming up, man?
Whole lot of hot shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, but it ain't gonna be a bad track on them. Feel me? It's gonna be 11 out of 11. Every track I put all the tracks in a certain list, a certain way. Like it fades into moods. You feel me? Like first it's drilling, then it mellows down, then it's down into some melodic type shit. Then I have a little bonus track on there. That's one of my hardest tracks I got out. You feel me? So, well, I ain't got it out yet, but I will have out. So then I'm gonna have a deluxe coming too. So I'm gonna be.
That's what's going. What else you working on 2023, man?
Clothing brand, record label. I'm trying to invest so much money and get all my money back in a whole lot of different shit so I can make my own type of Atlantic station, but it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be everything everybody wants. It's gonna be strip clubs, it's gonna be basketball gyms, it's gonna be a side where the kids can play, it's gonna be place to eat, everything. Like, real, I'm happy. I'm trying to have some shit like that. Shopping places, mall, everything.
That was going.
Yeah.
Any last words and shoutouts?
Shout out to my bro, man. Shout out to my brother Ken, man. My brother Kenny Spinney. My boy Birdie, man. My boy Trilly. My boy Trill. My pops, man. The man who raised me, made me to the man I am. My brother Jake, man. My boy Rick, man. My boy Quay. TG. My boy TK. But yeah, this is my family. These the folks who with me, stayed down with me. Been solid since I met them. Parks put me down. Now these folks showed me these folks solid. And he say they gonna have you back next few. So, Parks wouldn't lie to me. He wouldn't never lie to me. So, I wouldn't even say I took no risk. Like, I kind of be knowing shit gonna work out. Like, I don't even look at it as no risk. Like, you gotta know that shit gonna work out. Don't even fuck with it. You don't know if it's gonna work out. So,
hey.
Like, we all came together and just made something that can't nobody ever fuck with. Won't never be able to fuck with, ever. Yeah.
I stay moving, I stay rapping with this Blicky Blicky. I think I dropped syrup on the clip, the shit got sticky. I'm from the west side, this the best side.